Hello everyone, hope you're right. In today's video, I'm going to show you my new backyard garden. So recently we moved our house and I showed you the final tour of our last garden, which was bigger than this. It had a front yard and a backyard which were low maintenance, and we started it from scratch. So I will include a link in the description box in case you are interested to check out. If you haven't followed me before and you are watching me the first time, my new garden. So it's been a couple of weeks and we have been really busy setting up our house, and so I didn't get the chance to film my garden tour. But I really wanted to show you how it looks in the winter. So this is the beginning of February, and you can see there are some mature trees which haven't got their leaves yet, and there's plenty of winter interest like evergreen shrubs and trees in here. So basically this is a very simple garden where you have narrow borders with plenty of trees and shrubs, the interest throughout the year. But I do have some plans in my mind how to improve this existing garden and how I can make it my own, how I can develop it so it meets my needs and my interest. So you can see there is a lawn here which is kind of rectangular but not straight lines. So this is the patio, which is quite in good condition, and there is no like much need to do with the patio. I like it the way it is. We'll just wash it during the summer so it gets nice and clean, and it is big enough for a trampoline and for some garden furniture. So we will have a trampoline for our kids because I have young kids which like to play outside. So it's a nice idea to have something for them and some garden furniture to go on the patio. And here it starts the lawn, which is quite muddy now because we do get lots of rain in UK. So the lawn is not very usable throughout the winter months and even in spring when it's quite muddy. So it looks nice. It gives your eyes some rest, and it has pleasant nature to it, but I really don't like a lot of lawn because it's not very usable. So I will lessen the amount of lawn here. I have planned to make a circular lawn in the middle and put a pathway here in this area with some garden arches and paving stones, so which will meet the circular lawn in the middle, and the rest of the lawn will go away and I will put the flower border. And earlier I had flower garden at the front of our house, and the backyard garden was mostly vegetable garden. But now this is all what we have got, so I have to incorporate flowers and vegetables, everything in this small space. Roughly it is 40 square meter garden. So the existing shrubs and borders will stay here. I'm not going to dig out except the one over there which is looking dead. So this is not looking good, so I think dig this out. Some green branches at the bottom, but mostly it's not looking good. And you can see there are cyclamens here growing everywhere, so I can take these cyclamens out and put them somewhere else where they will look much better. They are really pretty and they have lots of winter interest. Like these are the flowers which you can enjoy in winter. They are really pretty, and I'm quite happy to see them growing here like naturally. So I will dig them out and even put them in containers or like put them in one place in the border. I'm quite happy that the borders are maintained good. There are not many weeds, few weeds here and there which I can pull out. That's not a big deal. So I will extend the borders. I will put some more perennial flowers and annual flowers and some green evergreen shrubs in here, and here and there I will incorporate my veggies. From my experience now 4 to 5 years of gardening, I have learned what grows best in our climate, and because now the space is premium short space I have done, I think, enough experimenting with growing different kind of vegetables and flowers. So I'm not going to do more experimenting here. I think I will stick to the plants, vegetable or flowers which grew best in our climate. So I will only be growing them since now. So here you can see this shrub is quite mature. It has got leaves on it, so it's kind of evergreen, might be semi evergreen. I have looked into it. What is this? So I think it is Esclonia or Barbary. We will get to know more once it gets some flowers on it. Here are some spent flowers from last year, so I hope it will have flowers coming spring or summer. So let's see how it grows. We can do some pruning on it to maintain its size, but overall it's looking good. And also blocking the road view, which is nice because it's our corner house and the road is next to our house. So it's a good idea to have mature shrubs which can block the view and we are not overlooked. This is another mature tree and the bark is really pretty and it has a beautiful structure, and you can see it has already got buds on it, so it's trying to grow. Hopefully there is some winter frost damage, but hopefully it will recover and grow. Not sure what it is, but I will look into it once it gets its leaves. There will be need to do some pruning on it. As you can see, these branches are crisscrossing each other, so I do want to take out the branches which are not in good position. There is some fake grass which the previous owners have put in the borders just for some winter interest, and it looks good to eyes from a distance. Looks like the snow on the grass, and I think I can take it out once we have spring and more plants to grow. For now it is okay. This is Potonia, I think, and it has got some flowers. I don't have much experience with mature shrubs and trees because the last garden I started from scratch and I put the young plants in it, which didn't really get much in 2-3 years time we had there. So this is like first time having mature shrubs and trees in my garden, so I'm liking the view. It has really beautiful red tinged leaves and the older leaves are green and it is looking quite healthy. And that one in the corner is Kimia. I think it will have white flowers because the birds are looking white, and there is a red Schemia here which gets red flowers and it's looking quite pretty. I'm liking these shrubs. There is another Photonia here, but I think a different variety. These are surely the leaves, new leaves, which will be red, and the old leaves are green. And these trees, I think this one is really pretty. Could be birch tree. I'm not sure. If you people are aware of any of these trees, please comment in the comment box to let me know what do you think these things are. But I think this could be birch tree. It has these new buds coming up and it is quite big. This looks like a fruit tree to me. We'll know what is it when it grows, but I do know that there are 2 apple trees in here because when we viewed the house in late summer, early autumn, there were lots of apples fallen on the ground. So there are 2 apple trees I think in here, which could be this and that one. They have grown quite well and are in good shape. We'll need to do a little bit of pruning on them just to make sure there are no crisscross branches or dead branches or in weird positions. This is a holly plant, I guess, from its leaves, and these are new leaves coming up, and behind it has a rose plant. So these 2 are quite intermingled, so I will need to see what I can do with them to make them separate. So this is a rose plant with hips on it. We will know what variety or how the flowers look once it grows, but it needs to do something about it as well. So this holly plant is actually coming on this side, so I might be taking some branches off to make it compact. This is another shrub here with yellow tinged leaves, and it's in good shape. We'll do some pruning on it as well. I have looked and it came up as pyrus, Japanese pyrus, and if you have any idea, please let me know in comments. And it's looking good. Not sure whether it gets flowers or not, but the leaves have yellow tinge to it, which is quite a good idea to incorporate some red leaves and yellow leaves, green leaves and bluish green leaves or grayish leaves in the garden. So these are the primary colors, and whenever designing a garden, it's a good idea to incorporate all these leaf colors into your garden. So there is a shrub there as well, which has been cut down, and I think I could dig it out, maybe. We'll see. This evergreen shrub here, which has got some buds coming up, so these will be flowers, I guess. Not sure about what is it exactly. We'll know once it flowers. I could do some pruning on it. I'm thinking to prune it in a tree form. We will see. And this is quite good. And this is rhododendron. It has got some buds on it, but it's not looking quite good. I think there is some issue going on. We'll see. I think there's a tag as well here, so we'll know what is it. So it's rhododendron hybrid cosmopolitan, so it's a good idea to know what is it exactly. And this is a Japanese maple, I guess, quite grown, and it had red leaves when we viewed it in the late autumn, and it's quite beautiful. So quite happy with these mature shrubs and trees in here. So as I said, we do have plans to improve this garden, and I will keep you updating about it when we do some improvement on it. I had got my plants which are in containers at the moment, and I haven't got time to bring them here yet, but we will bring them here. Some of them will go in the ground and some of them will stay in the container. I have idea to put a small greenhouse in here, and that's all basically. This is not a very big space, but we had to move the house due to the needs of our growing family. The house is bigger than our previous house, but the garden is small, and that's how basically the urban gardens are. You don't get big gardens in when you live in urban areas, so we are fortunate enough to have a garden anyway. There are some patches at the front of the house, small patches, which I will be developing, and I will show you when I do that. But basically it's a driveway with small patches, not a proper garden. So I want to say that I'm thankful for what I got, and as we are settling in, I'll be doing more gardening, and I will show you what it looks like in coming years. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to stay updated about coming videos. Press the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my gardening videos. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you very much for watching today. See you next time. Bye.